way back in 1979. I bought a 1-ton tow truck, fell in love with the business, and just continued on. Bought a second truck and just built it up from there. And I'm Rick Paley. I'm the president and the owner of Big Rig Towing. Been towing for over 45 years.
Because it's not just a job, it's not just a career, it's a life.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Towing is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You are very committed.
And it's hard. It's a hard life. You're not appreciated until you're needed. And then when you're not needed anymore, you're the last week's news.
Yeah.
But we stuck it through.
I've been to every province. I've been to US. Most of the time when you go to a long away recovery or incident, it's because you've built trust with your customer, and the customer only trusts you to deal with the situation. It's a very satisfactory business. You go out and you help customers. It's a very rewarding business.
We were years ago considered the heroes of the highway. People in their lowest time, when they're stuck on the side of the road, they see him as a beacon of light.
So my name is Jaylene Paley. I was the accounts manager for Big Rig Towing and Recovery for the last 3 years. And I remember seeing these trucks, honestly, since the day I can remember. These flames are like ingrained in my memory and will always be. Even not working at the company, growing up, coming to and from, like I'd see the trucks and just the pride whenever I see them. And I try and wave to the drivers, and sometimes they recognize me, sometimes they wouldn't. But growing up in this company was something to be admired, to say the least.
You wake up in the mornings, think you're not going to learn nothing. There's always something. You learn the different people, learn the different situations.
The different equipment over the years.
Yeah. The most recent one was the one in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, where I got called to go out there, and the customer called me, told me to get on the plane and come out and assess the situation. We had 460,000 pound vessel over a 27% ditch and down in over the edge. And we had to get out, and we had to be out there, and we had to work with engineers. We had to build a road. I used another towing company out of Medicine Hat, Kenhawk Towing. Worked wonderful with them.
Our youngest daughter, Jaylene, she's the mother of our youngest granddaughter, Lucy, and she has been a part of Big Rig off and on for the last 12 years. She came probably in her early 20s and was assisting with dispatch and the phones and, helping me out with administration and accounting things. So she really expanded our smaller division.
It was quite interesting to see how I grew and how the company was growing with me as well. All the groundwork was laid, obviously, for me. I was 30 years prior to me even being in that position, but to watch it expand and expand just from my hard work was an achievement I never thought I would get. I never thought that I could contribute to my father's company, my father's baby, as much as I did.
She got more business in probably the last 3 years than we had accumulated over about a 10-year period.
We've had some very good staff, very guys that have been dedicated, grew up together. We watched their kids grow up together. Our kids grew up together. Over time, you would get the guys to where they would understand, and we could understand what you want, or you tell them what you'd want, and then we would work together. Most of the guys, we would almost go to the scene and have the thing recovered before we got there because we knew each other very well. Pretty strong relationships that way.
I just want to personally, from my point of view, say thank you to all of our past employees, because without everybody, being a part of this, we wouldn't have been as successful as we have been. And
it's a team.
Yeah.
My name is Brad Volk. I'm a territory manager in Calgary Southeast. So I originally came into my working relationship with Big Rig when I started in June of 2024. I want to make sure that I do right by him. My perspective is I always try to treat people the way I like to be treated. That's been successful for me throughout my career, that these aren't just pieces of machinery. These are near and dear to their heart. They make money for not only their families, but the employees' families.
I talked to Brad. I told him, I said, this is what's happening. And we've all got together, talked it through. Everybody's come around, helped us out, coached us,
Guided us,
guided us. Yeah,
told us the stages of what's going to be happening. And we found that doing it by auctioning with Ritchie Brothers would be the best option for anyone who would be interested in the equipment. It's fair to everybody. Everybody has a chance to look at the equipment, pick and choose what they would like for their company to increase their fleet or to replace items. This next step in our lives is, okay, we've worked our butts off for 40 plus years, and now we get to reap the rewards. We've got, our children are grown, our grandchildren are thriving. We've been able to provide food and income to our employees, and now it's time to look after ourselves and to enjoy the fruits of our labor. We have a couple of bucket item lists, one of which is we're going to spend a week in Niagara Falls this winter. He's always wanted to be in Niagara for New Year's. We have another cruise planned for October. Obviously, much more time with the grandchildren.
we're going to go to Barrett Jackson.
Yep, that's on your...
Yeah, we're going to go to Barrett Jackson.
And just being able to not get up and, worry, is the phone going to ring?
We're actually going to be able to turn the phone off
Yeah.
and not worry about nothing. That's going to be the biggest thing. Make sure that everything's going to be good.
Watching how the work ethic that my parents have, it was something that I always strive to achieve. I know my dad wasn't here like all the time when we wanted him to be, had to leave family functions, Christmas dinners, you name it, missed birthdays, stuff like that. But to give us the life that we had, it was all worth it. I cannot tell you how much I admire my dad, how much I look up to him. He is my hero and will always be.